We are back. Sorry about that. Anyways, continue.
Uh, so yeah, I met up with the guy and drove up there and did a practice, and then a couple months later, I was doing fights. I think I did two or three for him, and then just life happened and had another baby and took a break, and then I got in a horrible car accident, so I had to heal from that, and then I finally got back to Fresh Fight January of 21, and that was my like coming back fight. Like after all those years, I finally came back and fought. I think her name's Maddie or Tori. I don't remember. And then yeah, got hired for my first time doing fetish work with Kimchi. Um, Worked with her and all the other models, and then I'm just here now. Like it just keeps growing, and I've been working with more people, and I got another cat fight this weekend.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that one in a few minutes. So how do you so I know your story is kind of interesting and how you unfortunately got in a car accident and all that stuff. How'd you get into the fetish world?
I literally was just laying in bed one night, and I just made a Twitter, and I just posted like two or three of like my old cat fighting pictures, and then people just found me, and then it just like exploded. And then I got all these followers, and then I'm like, holy shit. And it just, like I said, I just kept growing, and I'm still amazed. Like, I don't know how I'm here right now.
So when Gary put out a notice, did you how did I fresh fight? How did you get involved in it? That's what I try to ask from the jump. How did you get involved? Did he find you or did you find him?
For a fresh fight,
Yeah.
my friend introduced us. So technically, he told him about me, and then we just started messaging. And then, like I said, like a couple months later, I was doing fights.
So you recently had a fight for my guy Sweet Fights, which is Steve. I
Yeah.
think it was a few months ago against who was it you fought? I'm trying to remember her name off the top of my
She
head.
goes by Angel.
Okay, and that was an interesting fight. What most people thought. So now you're getting ready for your second fight against oh yeah, against Alexa Kiss. So how did that come
Mhm.
about for my guy Chris? How did that come about?
I guess her and the one girl that like stood them up. I saw his post about her, and then I commented. I was like, I really wish I could be there because I enjoy catfighting. And he's like, yeah, I wish we could too. And then actually, Alexa messaged me and was like, hey, if you really want to fight, we can ask Chris to set it up. And then it just, again, just he put it together, and here we are.
Apologies, people. My partner in crime is walking around. That's why you see a black screen right now. So so that's that on his end. So July 2nd, I guess you're fighting Orlando, from what I've been told. So that should be a good one. I
I'm
know
ready
you have,
for it.
yes, you two have been going back and forth on Twitter, trash
I
talking and everything else,
I
which
suck
is
at trash
hilarious.
talking, but I try to keep it interesting.
So does she. It was interesting between y'all two. The battle of the tiny, battle, I'm gonna call it the battle of the hobbits. That's what I'm gonna call it with y'all two.
I know we're a bunch of
You're,
short shits.
yeah, she's taller than you, but it doesn't make much of a difference. You're about the same height, so that should be interesting. Y'all
See,
both say y'all gonna check things out.
I'm only like 5 foot 5'1" ish, like barely 5'1". So I think she.
Yeah,
How tall is she?
5'4".
5'4". So I'll just be like barely like. She's got me like not by much, thank God.
But as everybody knows, in fighting, it doesn't matter how tall you are; it's what happens on the day of the fight. So that should be interesting.
Yeah,
Should be very
I'll still be
interesting.
dragging her around.
Exact. Oh, okay. Yeah, because she said the same thing when we talked to her like 4 weeks ago. So she's ready for it. I guess she feels a certain kind
Let's
of way because
go.
everybody's picking you to win this fight against her. So she like, we'll see. I think she has something to prove because her first two fights, she fought against taller people. So you're kind of like in
Yeah,
her age range, height
I know
range.
she's probably really excited because it's finally someone like in her weight class.
He is back after walking around for a minute. You have any questions? Because I'm firing questions already. Okay, next question. So, producer wise, who have you been working with, producer wise, when it comes to anything? It doesn't matter if it's fetish wise, cat wise.
Um, well, I just recently worked with Tide Tails this past weekend and did bondage. So I just worked with him, Sweet Bites, Kimchi, and I'll be working with Chris. There's another bondage guy, but I can't pronounce his name, and I don't know how, so I'm not even gonna try. But I worked with him a couple of times, and then Sarah Brooke in March, I believe, March or April. Um, so yeah, like I've worked with quite a bit of people this past year.
Interesting. A lot of people, yeah, you worked with Sarah Brooke. How explain your experience with Sarah Brooke, as we like to call her, the cat fight queen. At least that's what we called her. So,
Even doing just the fantasy stuff. I mean, she's tough. Like she gave me, she made me work for it. She wasn't easy, but no, she was great, and I think she wants to work again this fall. So I'm excited for that too.
okay, so so out of all the people you're excited, who have you not worked with? Anyway, who have you not worked with? It doesn't matter. Don't matter if it's
Who have I not
bondage.
worked with?
Who have you not worked with that you want to work with?
Um, there's a. I'm so bad with names. Like I know their Twitter, but I can never remember their names. There's this mud fighting producer. I think his name's
That's
JW or something. J Wrestling. I don't. Like I said, I don't remember.
Sorry, my apologies, people. Oh, where'd he go? I gotta bring him back
I
in.
don't know. He left.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, back to the thing. What were you saying before? I'm sorry. I had to.
It's just a mud wrestling producer, but I can't remember the name.
So, are you trying? So, you're basically trying different genres, correct?
Yeah, I like to do everything as much, just to get out there and get my name out and meet new people. And I mean, I've had fun with every person I've worked with. So, oh, and Sleeper Kid, I can't believe I forgot him. I worked with him twice now. So, yeah, he was great and fun too.
If I remember right, Sleeper Kid is mainly pro wrestling, right? Mainly.
Yeah, like fantasy wrestling, and he does knockout stuff too.
Wow.
Well, like fake knockout.
Yeah. So last time I heard you, are you? Yeah. It was interesting that you were before you wanted to fight Lexi. You wanted to do another fight for Sweet Fights that you wanted a rematch with Angel. How's that progressing?
Yeah.
So how's that
Right now,
progressing?
nothing's set yet. It's just we've talked about it. Um, but hopefully after this cat fight, I'll probably text him and message him and say like, so when we doing this? Because I'm not going to be hopefully throwing up the next time. But
Oh.
did you not watch my fight?
I at the time I didn't, but hey, I heard. So I don't know. I might watch this one. So we'll see what becomes of this. This one has my interest. So we'll see what happens between you two. The way y'all two are causing a stir on Twitter, it might has my interest. So we'll see.
Yeah, this fight will
Because
be. Probably
Yeah.
my best one, just because
Yeah.
of the rules. Like there's so many rules that we're allowed to do that I've never been able to do with any other fight. So I get to really go all out, and I can't fucking wait.
So when it comes to your body, what can you not? When it comes to cat fights, what can you not do? Because I gotta be sure with this.
I can't do like no punches to my stomach, and I can't do body scissors because of my lower back. I have lower back issues.
So is all those rules agreed to? I'm just checking real
Hmm.
quick.
Yeah, yep, they know.
All right. It's also gonna be interesting. Another person, as you know, Chris has his wife, sexy wife over there. So you might meet her over there. I don't know if she's guest referee or timekeeper or something. So there's that.
Yeah, I get to meet both of them. Or yeah, so I'm excited. Literally in about 4 days now. So it's like it's so close.
So what are your expect? I know your expectations to win, but what else? So what did you learn in your last fight that's gonna help you in this fight, this upcoming fight?
um, I wouldn't say I didn't learn anything. I just know to just always keep moving, like constantly moving and not. I mean, even if I'm on bottom, like I have, you know, things I can do. But I, when Angel got one submissive with her freaking boobs, and the way I moved, I literally moved under her. So that was my fault. Like she got that fair and square, but I was so pissed. I'm like, really? But I guess yeah, just constantly moving and constantly hurting her.
Yes, it seems like you're the kind of scrappy one. So this fight between you two are gonna be a bunch of scrappy people, take no prisoners because she wants to get a win, and you want to win bad too. So this should be fun,
And we're
should be
gonna
interesting.
be, it'll literally be a cat fight. So I'm excited because, like I said, the other ones have been so limited and like with rules and clothing, like we're just going straight in like fucking naked, just beating each other out.
Was it both of you? Was it both of y'all's idea to start the fight nude or?
I don't remember. I think Chris just asked us if we were comfortable starting out nude, and we just agreed because we were gonna start out in thongs. So like it's really like a thong and nothing. It's just it doesn't matter to me. I just want to be on the mats. Like I don't care what we wear. I just we'll be there.
So yes. So with your MMA background, being with what's the name, being with Gary, will that help you in any event in this match? Because there's some people who've been using MMA stuff for cat fights and all that stuff with holds and positioning and everything else.
Yeah, for fresh fight. Say I unfortunately like my first two fights. I was so timid and I was like scared to hurt another person. Like it took me a while to like mentally get into it and like know like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. um, but no, with fresh fight, I just it's just all about movement and you just have to keep moving. Like that's the biggest thing I really learned. Like never really holding still. Like you're always supposed to be doing something. So I guess that's the big thing I've learned in all my fights is because I'll watch my fights too and I'll look back and like, why didn't I do that? Or I could have so easily, like I criticize myself, but then I learn from each fight, so I know what to do better for the next time. So
Oh,
yeah, she's in
you answered
trouble.
you answered one of my questions because there's a lot of girls do not watch of them do not watch their fights because they don't want to. Like you said, they don't want to learn. I know I find it weird, but that's what they tell us. They tell us they don't watch their fights or something. They don't like watching themselves. I guess I don't know. That's all I can
Oh,
think of.
I love watching my fights. I love watching fights. So if I'm in it, like hell yeah, I'm gonna watch my fight because look what the fuck I just did. Like yeah, I'm gonna watch my fights. I can't wait to watch this one. It's probably I'm gonna have to wait forever because of the way, um, like when Chris downloads it, it's like a certain amount of people or a certain amount of watches can be watched. Like that's what happened with when I tried to watch Alexa's fight. I'm like,
Yep,
it took me like 2 or 3 hours just to watch it because it was so overwatched. So
yep.
I might get to watch my fight next month. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, the way he does it when he puts it on that Google the Google Drive thing, the Google Drive thing is
Yeah,
weird.
Google Drive. Yeah,
Google Drive is weird. It's like he's not the only one. All of us people, we try to watch it too, and it takes us hours too to watch it because the Google Drive is gonna be like, we blocking you. All this is stuff is not ready. This is not downloaded. It's weird. I don't
I
know
know. So like I said,
what's
I
going on.
might be able to watch my fight like sometime this year.
You will. So since you're in demand, you have any other? Is there any other fights you want to do this year, or is it this year? Are you trying to do two or three? Sorry, are you trying to do one more cat fight, two more cat fights? Or are you good this year?
No, I want to do as many as I can, like until I physically can't anymore. Like, because with my car accident, it took me over a year to, get back into it. And like, I still have issues with my back, and I'm always in pain. But like, I'm so like, I guess immune to it. So I don't care because this is what I love to do. So yeah, I definitely want to rematch with Angel because I got sick and we couldn't keep going. So that's definitely, I hope, in the works this year. And hell, maybe me and Alexa could keep fighting because I don't really know any other girls that are my size either that want to fight. Um, so yeah, I don't know if I'm able to really answer that. I know I want to fight, but I don't know if I'll be able to because of other girls.
At one time, my partner in crime has someone that is your height, that's in your weight range.
Who is
My
it?
partner, and her name was I forgot her name now, but she is, yeah, I think she's like 115, so she's kind of in your height range, kind of your height,
Yeah, I
close
gained
to
a
your
couple pounds. I'm like 111 now.
So you're 111, she's 115. I think her name is Amethyst. Heard of her? I think her name is Amethyst Stone. Heard of her? That's one of my that's my partner's one of her his fighters.
No, I don't think I've heard of her.
I was told at one point that she put out a challenge video. I don't think he was ready for it at the time.
Oh, yeah, that was last year. Yeah, that was a long. Yeah, I mean that might happen this year. Maybe if not this year, definitely next year. Yeah, I remember that. That was like during COVID, I think. Yeah, that
Yep.
was. Or no, not COVID. After COVID. So yeah,
If
you
you're
never know.
interested, I'll let you two talk about that after the show ends. Let
Yeah.
me see what else can and we also know you're known for your cosplay acts and all that stuff. So how'd you get into all that stuff with your pink bow and stuff?
Uh, I've worn that stuff since I was a little girl.
Hmm.
And then I just got so kind of tomboyish, and then I was just in a lot of relationships. I just wasn't ever allowed to be myself, so I kind of like stopped. And now I'm like divorced. I'm free. I'm happy. I'm wearing whatever the hell I want. So yeah, it's always been there. It's just I've had to hide it for a couple years. But yeah, now I wear all kinds of random girly stuff.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I'm glad
firing
people
all my
know my bows.
I'm firing all my top five questions just in case when you go on the show because he's going to interview you. So be ready. He's going to be interviewing you and Alexa because that's how he starts his things. That's about he Chris. So a little bit of a heads up there
Okay.
just to get you warm. So
If you
he's gonna yes,
if you hear my son in the background, I apologize. He's not going to bed tonight. So if you hear him laughing or giggling, just
it's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna ask very simple questions. Your favorite thing about catfighting? What's your favorite thing about catfighting? What you don't like about catfighting?
What I like about catfighting, that's so hard to answer because there's so many things I like about it. Well, definitely the hair pulling. Like I, I love hair pulling, and I recently with my last fresh fight. That sounded funny. My last fresh fight with Tori, I got a face sit in, so now I'm like in love with smothering them. So that's definitely like, I don't know, just all that hair and control and just like your mind, like where are you gonna go? Like I love it. I don't know. um, what I don't like about catfighting is probably my face expressions. Like when they like when they screenshot pictures, I feel like I look so weird. I don't know. That's like so my face expressions and like all my makeup's weird. I don't know. I just feel ugly afterwards.
Yeah, catfight. For people who don't know, catfighting for people who don't know, catfighting is not the prettiest of sports. People, there's a lot of sweating going on. There's a lot of stuff and all that stuff. I gotta tell as it is, people. Gotta be somewhat transparent here. So there's that.
I love how we
Okay, let me
get
think
there,
what
but
else
I
I
just don't like how I look after it.
for
If
the
that
fans I
makes
don't
sense.
understand. These fighters take a lot of it takes a lot for these fighters to do a catfight. It's not something that is natural. Let's put it that way. It takes a lot of courage. It
Yeah.
takes a lot of it's more second guessing. And when you're going to do it, you got to do it. And most of these fighters understand that they got to take a lot of punishment when you do these things. That's
Yeah,
why it takes a long time for them to do it.
it is really draining. When every single time I fight, I'm like dead for like 2 weeks. Like everything starts showing up, and my muscles. Like the second day is always the worst. Like, it is so painful because everything that you don't feel because of all the like adrenaline, it's always a couple days later. You're like, oh my god, I can't lift milk. I can't, get dressed. I can't open the door. Like everything hurts, but it's
Mm.
worth it though.
In your opinion, why you think girls flake so much during a catfight? Just in your opinion.
Because it's fucking scary. Like it's not like you said. It's not something people just decide one day. Like, oh, I'm just gonna go catfight. Like, no, that it's a lot. And I, I mean, I personally, I think it's just they're scared because it's not like you're going to a tea party. You're getting your fucking face slapped around, your hair pulled out, getting body punches if they allow those rolls or kicks, and like it's not easy. Hell, I don't get scared of the fights, but I get scared of like if I'm gonna like fart or something. Like that's my that's my biggest thing.
The screen right there. I
Right.
like that. Doing business.
All right. Let me turn him off for a
Business.
minute.
He can.
I'll bring it back. Oh, never mind. I'll just keep that. Okay. Next.
Come on, come on. Trying to get this, trying to get all of this to work.
Next
Okay.
up. Yeah. The next
This
question I'm
is
gonna have is:
not,
would you encourage girls?
we in this meeting and I
Encourage girls
cannot get on.
to do a catfight at least in their career? Because the life of a catfight is
I'm
like
not my door.
You say would I encourage girls to catfight? Is that what you said?
yeah. Would you? Yeah. If girls wanted to do this, what would you say? What would you say to them
Let's see.
if they
Um,
wanted?
if they want to catfight, I would say definitely get some cardio in. Definitely get some workouts in. Get your body used to like not doing catfights every day, and definitely a lot of water. I've been drinking water like a freaking madman. Trying to be hydrated, trying to stay healthy because Alexa's with 20 something. I'm like 30, so I'm like I feel like I need to do a lot more to stay fit and exercise wise but I mean for physical that would be my encouragement and mental is just knowing that like you're going into this and your main goal is to like I said keep moving and if you lose, which nobody wants to lose, but if you lose, I mean, look what you just did. Like, you got in front of people, you fought a girl you've never met. Like you said, it takes a lot of courage for us to do this, and it's not just, you know, something easy to do.
Hmm.
So, that's my little wise words, I guess.
We know that a lot of girls do this because they say they like the exercise and they like the movement. Are you the same? Do you feel the same way? And also, they
Oh,
get to
yeah.
release some anger. Also,
Yeah. Yeah, with my fight with Sweet Fights, I worked out like crazy, and I actually got a little bit of tone and muscle. But for this fight, I've been so busy with life and kids, and then I've had, I think, one or two trips, yeah, with Avon. So I've had him, and then kids, and then tie tails and kids. So I've gotten a little bit of workouts in, but yeah, I'm gonna be working my ass off in this fight. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Very good, very good. So I'm going to ask a simple question. So what can the fans expect? Don't give your game plan out, but what can the fans expect out of your fight with Alexa in about 4 days?
What can they expect from me in my fight?
Yes. Don't give out your game plan though.
Oh, no, no, no. Just expect to be watching it all day and thinking about it all day and all night. And, you know, if it's like your fetish, I mean, you're gonna have you're gonna have a lot of fun watching it. It's definitely gonna
So you
be
said,
like jaw dropping for sure.
"Hmm, what a way to sell the fight. What a way to sell the fight. What a
I
way to
mean,
sell the
hey, I'm just
I'm just saying,
saying, you know,
it's a good thing that you're selling the fight because there's some people that are on the fence like, do I want to see this fight? So good way selling it.
you better watch it. Kick their ass too.
Hey, you got anything you got to say? You got anything you want to say? I'll give him a minute to catch.
For
All right,
oh me, oh it's
I'll
fine.
give him a minute to catch. No, no, no. My gay bag. Let's see. Cat fighting rules. So when it comes to fighting in general, how do what's your opinion in the fight? And when it comes to fighting in general, when it comes to female fighting, like MMA and all this other stuff, is it? How do you feel? Great? Is it good? You seeing progress? All this stuff. I'm talking about female fighting in general.
Oh, I think it's awesome. Like, it's just it's one of those things that like not everybody will get why you like to watch it, but I mean it's women fighting and beating the hell out of another one. Like, I don't know what could be better than that. That's my opinion though. Like, not like you said, not everybody's gonna like it or
Right,
understand it.
right. All right, all right. Let me put this down for a minute. All right. Let me see what else. I'm trying to exhaust all my questions today, tonight. So let's ask some simple questions. So, like, what do you like to do in your free time when you're not with your kids or when you're not fighting?
Um, I love video games. So that's one of my escapes. Like, just to decompress. I love to play video games. I love to read poetry. Um, I like to paint and take pictures, photography. Um, and I always get my iced coffees. I love to get my iced coffees. So just basic, boring stuff.
Any hobbies, any talents?
Well, photography. I'm really good at photography. That I can actually confidently say. I've been taking pictures since I was about 9 or 10 years old, and I love nature and bridges and animals. So I think photography is my favorite hobby.
Okay. So you like photography. What's your favorite thing? What is your favorite thing about photography? Do you like the aperture? Do you like scenery? Do you like
I like, I don't know. It's just I like getting angles of stuff and the clarity of it and seeing like with nature. I've taken a lot of nature pictures, and I think it's just so cool how cameras are designed to see far away and up close and like beads of water on a leaf. Like, it's so freaking cool to me. I get really
Mhm.
intrigued by a lot of random stuff.
Right? Interesting. So nature is a thing for you, right? You like visualizing nature and then draw it out or something, or you have in your mind you want to create a vision that you're trying to put,
Yeah.
which is interesting. Yeah, this is a Q and A session now. We done with the fighting talk, so let's talk about Q&A. The color pink. So why pink?
Pink and purple. Um, it's
Okay.
just calming to me. I don't know. It makes me feel happy, and everything in pink and purple is pretty and cute. But I do like dark colors too. I love black and red and like the ivy green. Um, so for photography, like we were talking about, like rainy days, like gloomy,
Mhm.
pouring down rain days with nature, with that, like those are my favorite too. I'm absolutely in love with fall and winter, but I love fall uh, rainy days. Like it's just so freaking pretty to me. I hate
Nah.
summer. I cannot stand summer.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one that says that. A lot of people can't stand thunder because of the heat and because of the extreme heat,
The
I guess.
heat, the bugs, swamp ass. It's not a good time.
Gotcha. Let me add this guy in here. All right. Let's see what else. What else can I ask? I'm trying to exhaust in my mind what else I can do. Hmm. Let's find something else. Oh yeah. You said so you said you was a tomboy. So you was hanging out most of the time with the boys outside and everything else.
Yeah, I love to play. Well, I didn't play football, but I love to pass the football. Play basketball, hiking. Um, I didn't wear one pink thing in my entire life from like age 13 to like 16 or 17. And then I finally was like, okay, I'm tired of looking like a homeless man. So I
Wow.
got a little bit girly again, and thank God for that because I did not look good.
Right. Oh Lord. Oh, okay. So what? So being outside and not being outside made you tougher with the boys and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So you was into the Barbies and all the tea parties and all that other stuff.
When I was 4 and 5, I was. And then I think I turned 7 and just like completely really loved being outside. And like, I just loved being in dirt. Like, I was constantly dirty. Like, I was making freaking mud pies and stuff and like digging up bugs and killing bugs with a freaking magnifying. Like, I was a weird kid.
Right.
I got rid of all of my Barbies actually on my 8th birthday, and my mom was devastated. I was just like, I hate Barbies. I don't want another Barbie. I don't want dolls. I don't want anything pink. I just did a whole, like, I was a girly little girl, and then I turned into this tomboy, and then I got girly again. So, like I said, I grew up really weird.
Mm. There's nothing wrong with being weird. Weird is good
No, I love being weird.
sometimes. Sometimes being weird is good. Be all, but uh, so yes. Anything else unique about you that you want to tell the people? Don't say everything.
um, I love pickles, and I can drink the juice like literally out of a glass. So I don't know if that's weird or unique.
All right. Do you have time for a sidebar? I'm just throwing it out there because my
Mhm.
partner in crime has questions for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Would it be okay to put my child back to bed? He's on the stairs, like staring at me.
Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and put your child. You can go ahead and do that.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Everybody, just a few minutes over here. She's doing what she has to do right now. She'll be back, and then yep, I'm going to wrap up the show. From the parts unknown, my name is Clem Kufo. For Emma, for Claus Webb, we are out. Have a good night, everyone.